Girl Scouts! Miss Katie here with the Girl Scouts of Virginia Skyline Council, coming to you from a rainy Lynchburg, Virginia. Today we are talking about respecting authority. This is an extension of the Good Morning Girl Scout program that I already offered, including Jerry's story. If you haven't seen that, I encourage you to go to our Facebook watch list and type in, I think it's under Jerry's story, Respect Authority, and you can see the video there and listen to the story and what happens in it. But the idea here is I am kind of extending on what themes are present throughout the story and giving you some ideas on how to continue to earn this petal for your daisy flower. So for those who need a refresher, Jerry's story is again about respecting authority, and it talks about little Miss Jerry the geranium. Yep, Jerry the geranium, and what she does throughout her day to respect authority. There's a situation where she's in the car and her friends are too busy laughing and playing around to put on their seatbelt, and she kindly reminds them that, hey, you know, we need to wear our seatbelt. It's safe, and it helps us to respect the laws that are currently put in place. There's also a situation where a crossing guard stood in front of the school, and she tells Jerry and her friends to please wait until I tell you to walk, and they kindly oblige. And at the very end, there's a situation where Jerry's principal states that she is happy that none of her students are running in the hallways. So just different various ways to respect authority and examples of that. But I wanted to give you guys some ideas of how you can learn what authority means. How can you respect authority in your local community? Let me pull this up here. So typically this step, so step 2 of achieving your respect authority petal, is visit someone who has authority in your community. But because of the current ways of the world, we are kind of adapting that, and I would like for you guys to research people who have authority in your local community and just learn about the roles that they hold. So this could be a police officer, a firefighter, maybe your local school principal, and the idea here is that you can do some research online with your parent or guardian, and again, kind of see what their role is, see how they help you and help keep us safe. And then maybe you can initiate maybe a phone conversation or a Zoom call, and you can just have different conversations about, again, what they do and how they help us. And that will give you a better idea and a better understanding of what it means to respect the authority that they have to offer. So there's a couple of other things I wanted to mention. Let's start here. So I think a good thing to mention is that being a part of the community that you're in, or any community really, requires the commitment to the rule of law. So basically there are laws that are set in place, laws that keep us safe, and laws that are established by different authority figures, like police officers or firefighters, for example, as I've already mentioned, or you know, your local mayor or a local commissioner. There's lots of people throughout our communities that have different things to do and different roles to help keep our community running and functioning safely and effectively. So again, the idea here is that we're learning more about who these people are, what roles they have, and that can give us a better understanding of what we can do to uphold those values. So let's see. So something that Jerry did, this is a great example, is laws like speed limits. Those are things that are set by your local government. And just, you know, obviously our little Daisy girls aren't driving right now, but, you know, just being aware of the laws that are in place and how they represent authority and the kind of hierarchy that we live and exist in on a day-to-day life. So something that I can help you guys relate to personally is when you're at school. So I would say that your most relevant authority figure at school is your teacher. Your teacher kind of sets the rules of the classroom, and you're expected to listen to him and her or follow their directions. Kind of go with the flow of what they expect out of the classroom environment. And that's a prime example of what an authority figure is. So ways that you can respect, for example, your teacher's authority is to listen to their instructions. You know, when they ask you to do something, to do so the first time, not the second or third, to show respect always, and things of that nature. So I hope that that helps you guys better understand But here's a couple of ideas that I wanted to share with you. So this says, with your Daisy friends and an adult volunteer, you can talk about the rules that you guys follow in your troop meetings, because that's something that's another example of authority and respecting authority. So how do the rules help you have more fun? So again, this is something that you guys can do virtually via Zoom, or if you have permission to meet, make sure you have the permission to do so, and you can do so safely. You guys can do that. You can also talk to your family about the rules that you guys agree with and why they're important. So think about your family, whatever that may look like. You know, families look very different, but whoever is taking care of you in whatever context, they are your authority figure, and you're expected to listen when they tell you to do something. And there's a certain set of values that are set into play based on how you live your life. So you can ask a trusted adult or whoever your caregiver is to write a list, and maybe you can draw a little picture of each rule to remind you of what the rule is. And that will help, you know, keep it fresh in your brain to respect those authority rules on a daily basis. And again, the one that I was really aiming for here was find out about people who are in your local community and draw a picture of them and talk to an adult about why you respect them. So why is it important to respect police officers or firefighters or teachers or the president? You know, why? And that's the thing, authority figures are far and wide. It's not just authority figures in your local community, but there's authority figures all over the world. There are people that exist to kind of keep us in order and guide us in the right direction. So I want you guys to do some independent research on who your local authority figures are in your community. And if you're so inclined to do so, go ahead and research national authority figures and see what you can find there. But that is all that I have for you today. Again, this is kind of an independent research opportunity to further earn your Respect Authority Petal. Let me know if you guys have questions. I am always here to help you. My name is Miss Katie, and this is Respect Authority. Have a good day.